in charge of all the influencers of India. What's your name, sir? Pratik. God, my God, you have the look of like before the climax of Animal, what happened to Ranbir Kapoor? You have that look about you. Where's your glass? The question is, where's your father? He's in Indian Army. Let's not go further into this. A round of applause for your dad. Come on, yeah, everybody, yes. Very happy to be here. If you don't know this event, I was, as I said, my name is Saurabh. I grew up in the 90s. How many people grew up in the 90s? How many people? Yes. How many people remember the satellite television which started in India first? Does anybody remember at all? Yes, sir, you remember? And what shows did you watch, sir? So many? ZTV पूरा देखते थे. कोई शो था स्पेसिफिक जो आप देखते थे, जो एंजॉय करते थे? एक महल हो सपनों का. वाह वाह, क्या एम्बिशंस के साथ हम लोग देखते थे. When I was young, I was about 10 years old when 1991, when finally satellite television came to India. It was a breakthrough time because we were excited. We were like, भाई कोई satellite चल रहा है और उससे TV आ रहा है. समझ में नहीं आ रहा कैसे आ रहा है, पर कुछ आ रहा है. And I used to watch a show called Small Wonder. Does anybody remember Small Wonder? Yeah, it was a show about Kedar Jadhav. 6 people got the joke. Small Wonder was a show about a guy who invented a robotic daughter, which in 2024 sounds scary because AI is going to take over. And now we don't want a robotic daughter, right? I used to watch that. I used to run home from school, watch all the stuff on satellite. The other great part about having cable television back then was every cable TV in the night, 12:30 बजे के आसपास, they used to air random movies. And if your parents were sleeping, you could have a very nice time by yourself. Nobody remembers all this? How many people are 90s born? How many people are born in the 90s? Yeah? You're born in the 90s, sir? And what's your favorite TV show right now? Any?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of TV right now.
You don't watch a lot of TV? What do you watch?
YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts? This guy, huh?
Edit brain rot that something is running in the background and then someone is narrating Reddit.
Something's going in the background, somebody's narrating what's happening.
No, somebody is narrating Reddit posts.
Somebody's narrating Reddit posts.
Yeah.
And this is what you prefer over television. This is what prevails these days. I like how he's telling me, like, listen, you 43-year-old, this is what the young people are watching right now. That makes perfect sense though. But any particular topic that you like to watch on?
Just whatever comes in my feed.
Just whatever comes. This is the problem. The algorithms are smarter than us. We are like, ye nahi dekhna, they're like, dekh. And you're like, theek hai. Dekh lete every day on Instagram, every night, 12:30 in the night, wasting our time, not sleeping. All of us are doing the same thing. So anyway, we're going to keep this light. I'm going to try and keep this as interactive as possible. Because I know most of you from the media are here कि भाई कुछ interesting बोल, हमें वो shot चाहिए उसका. But we'll try and keep this interesting. Yes, थोड़ा interaction करेंगे बीच-बीच में. We'll keep talking to all of you. So let's begin. We have with us a wonderful gentleman. He is a legend in the sphere industry. He has helmed companies like Star Den as well as India Gas. He's the CEO of Streambox Media Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a wonderful round of applause for Mr. Anuj Gandhi? Come on! Hello, sir. First off, beautiful hair.
I have an antenna hair.
You have an antenna hair, like the cable television we're talking about. Now, Anuj, you're here, of course. Why don't you tell everybody what is Streambox Media? That is the first question. Everybody like, हाँ ये सब बकचोदी हो जाएगी. What is Streambox Media?
I will talk about Streambox Media.
Yes.
But let me also tell you, I heard you talking. My favorite program was Different Strokes.
Different Strokes, yeah.
You remember? Used to be this small kid,
Yeah.
two brothers, and it was fun banter. I don't find it anywhere now. I wish I can go back in time and watch Different Strokes.
There are some websites you can watch Different Strokes, but that's different.
I don't go to those websites.
Slightly different content.
I don't go to such websites. But anyway, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. So what is Streambox?
Yes.
So I started about 2.5 years back. So when it started, what to do next in life, and one of the things actually went back to cable TV.
Right.
Cable TV was all. In fact, somebody just tweeted saying somebody is going to go back in time and start reinventing cable because cable was so convenient, right? You had a small dabba TV at home. There was one guy who came with a wire and said everything आपको मिलेगा इससे, right? एक वायर में 200-250 रुपया दो, सब channel, सब content, and one of the things that I say that movie channels, you will have 5 movie channels stacked up in your cable TV. Did you ever watch a channel? No, you watched a movie. You used to go and say, ये मेरे को आज movie देखने का मन कर रहा है. I will now go pick the channels. Okay, no, this is the movie that I want. You never watched a channel. And I think that's how the genesis of Streambox started. And you know, one of the things that today, do you order food from Swiggy or Zomato?
My favorite thing is to go on Swiggy or Zomato in the night at about 12 o'clock and then go through everything and order nothing.
I will tell you about watching a similar thing. But one thing that if you notice that irrespective of which app you are on, almost all restaurants are available. And how many times do you, maybe 3-4 restaurants which are not there or exclusive to Zomato or exclusive to Swiggy, but everything is available.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, in content, that's not happening. We've got this flurry of apps, and everybody thinks that their content is the best. Don't subscribe to anything else. But that's not what I felt. It was difficult for me as a consumer to face, oh shit, मेरे को ये subscription नहीं है, ये नहीं है, ये मैं देख सकता हूँ नहीं देख सकता. So that was, I think, the genesis of this on how to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Can I build a platform which makes everything simple, right? Let me ask people here. Oh, I'm sure there'll be few people here with Apple and a lot of people with Android. But people watch how many hours a day on smartphone? Yeah? Anybody more than 8 hours a day? Here? 8 hours a day on your phone. I'm sure there'll be lots. 6 hours a day. Oh, there is something.
Right? He's going to pretend it's his work, but
that's okay. Whatever. If you get, right? But look at what smartphone has done. In fact, some people are recording it on their smartphone, right? So it's a recording device, it's data, it's communication, it is content viewing, it's everything. It's actually a truly converged device. So I started thinking that this is what it is. Why can't this go to a bigger screen?
absolutely.
Why do we call it a smart TV? Why can't it be the smartest gadget in your house? And that's the other genesis of where Streambox Media came in. Let me throw some numbers for everybody so that they get some relevance on where we are. We have, of course, 1.4 billion population. There are 320 million homes. So there are 200 million TV homes which own TV today in this country. How many connected TVs? Last one, only 50. So the penetration is only about 25%. That's a 75% scope to grow, right? Thanks to the telecom companies in the recent past, we have 950 million internet users, both broadband and mobile internet. How many people subscribe to subscription services? 90. That's about 10%. Obviously, there is something which is not okay. Pricing, convenience, easy to use, everything is a struggle. That's where Streambox comes in. So our immediate opportunity, if you ask me, is close to 100 million. Right? That's the size of the market in the next 2 to 3 years that connected TV will grow to. So straight 2x.
So basically, you are one of the few people who's like more population should happen, so it helps Streambox Media.
I'm okay with that as people, as long as the same house, more kids are born. I don't need to add households.
But this is a fantastic journey. Would love to know. I'm sure a lot of people have been involved in helping you with this journey. Who's helped you across the board?
So I started, like I said, almost more than 2 years back, and we had a core team, and then started meeting people. Before I introduce my core partner, let me also welcome Nikhil, Kamath, and Stride Ventures. So Nikhil is actually Nikhil doesn't need any introduction, so I'm not going to waste time. Nikhil is an investor in the company, and so is Stride Ventures. But I think my bigger story is when I met Micromax and Rahul last year, and we started talking about this concept. So let me not, give that part of the story. Let me call Rahul to stage. Let him take over and tell me what he felt when I met him the first time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rahul Sharma, everyone. Come on. Hello, how are you? Rahul Sharma, very, lot of famous Rahuls out there. There's a leg spinner called Rahul Sharma. There's a YouTuber called Rahul Sharma. There's a very talented surf player called Rahul Sharma. Have you ever been confused for the other Rahul Sharmas?
It happened in Mumbai. Yes, so yeah, this is a really the real story is I came down at the airport. The car came and picked me up, and the car driver, while I was going to some place, पूरे रास्ते वो क्रिकेट की बात करता था. तो बीच में बात कर बोला सर जहीर खान अपने गांव का ही. सर ये भी अपने गांव के पास ही रहता है. मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है ये क्रिकेट की बातें कर रहा है और कहाँ की बात कर रहा है. जहीर भी अपने गांव का है सारा का सारा. जब उतरा वहाँ पे ना तो कह रहा सर ऑटोग्राफ प्लीज. तब मैं समझ गया कौन से राहुल शर्मा की बात कर. मैंने भी देख लिया. मैंने कहा चल यार इसे क्यों डिसअपॉइंट करूँगी कोई और था. सो बट यस इट हैपेंस.
फैंटास्टिक. एंड हम लोग सब्सक्रिप्शन की बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर कि बहुत सब्सक्रिप्शन होती है. कई लोग आई एम श्योर दिस हैपेंस टू एवरीबॉडी कि आप एक बार डिस्कवर करते हैं कि भाई मैंने इसमें कब सब्सक्राइब किया. Like you suddenly discover I'm paying subscription fees for something. आपके साथ ऐसा कोई हुआ है that you're like where is the subscription come from? Or any issues with subscription?
Really हुआ.
हाँ.
You know India was beating Australia.
हाँ.
मैंने कहा highlights देख सकते हैं. ऑफिस से वापस आया कि highlights देखें but यही नहीं मालूम highlights देखनी कहाँ पर है.
हाँ.
So I went to first Jio Cinema क्योंकि a lot of sports is coming there. Jio Cinema पे नहीं मिला. फिर मतलब Sony पे होगा वहाँ नहीं मिला. फिर of course Hotstar पे आ रहा था तो then वो जाके Hotstar के ऊपर जाके मिला. So but it happens like almost every day.
Yeah. But yeah, let's talk a lot about Streambox Media and move ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So the story is like Anuj was saying that we met last year, and then Anuj came up with this idea that this is what we are doing in terms of content, and we are going to aggregate all the content, and this is how we are going to do it. And I was thinking of the same thing for the last 4 years, but never had an opportunity or never had a fantastic team what Anuj has. So everything was just like when he was explaining to me, it was like deja vu. So मैंने कहा यार ये तो आदमी बिल्कुल exactly same ही सोच रहा है. And that's how we just came together and said okay, why don't we create an operating system not only for the India, for the world. And that's how we started the whole journey. So basically the problem statement was how do you navigate, how do you find the content. And if you see the whole ecosystem right now is very very fragmented. When I say fragmented means TV आप अलग जगह से खरीदो, उसके बाद में डिश एंटीना लगाना है या केबल लगाना है वो सेपरेटली आता है. Then you buy all different contents, all different apps, right? And then उसको combine करके then you whatever. So we said instead of having this whole fragmented experience, why can't we combine everything and make one thing which is as simple as ABC to use, right? And the experience has to be very very seamless, and that is how this whole thing came together. And we said okay, let us work on something like this. But I'm trying to explain you something. आपको भी थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा होगा कि क्या कर रहे हैं. बहुत सारे लोग सोच रहे होंगे चलो यार content की aggregation है and all those sort of things, but it is not just the aggregation of content. Aggregation of content होती तो यहाँ नहीं खड़े होते. Something else would have been happening. But this is a real disruption in the whole game of how do you, or not how do you, or how exactly you're going to consume the content on the screens now. So what we did, we took everything together and combined into one box, which you probably you call it a TV. I hate to call it a TV. I call it a smart screen. So we combine everything into this, and then it's a seamless experience wherein you just have to let's say put your name, Saurabh@gmail.com, and then everything is going to work seamlessly. You do not have to go into multiple apps. That let me go let's say to Prime, or let me so a Jio or a Hotstar, or even on news or TV channels, everything is combined into one seamless experience. And I can explain all that, right? But we have a slide which I have to show, and I have to also reveal the name and what exactly we are going to call it. So, but भाई साहब देखो मैं दिल्ली से आया हूँ, तो मेरे को एक तो दो चीज़ों की आदत है. एक तो अपना वो जो सिद्धू जी वाला स्टाइल है कि भैया ठोको ताली, तो कुछ भी अच्छा बजाए, तो we need that so that right. So जितनी जोर से आप तालियां बजाओगे उतनी बड़ी बड़ी अनाउंसमेंट्स हम करते जाएंगे. Great. So we combine everything, all the apps and all content ecosystem which we are going to showcase today, and we thought about different names, everything. आदि लोग team members जिनको marketing बोला वो chat GPT गए होंगे, right? But Anuj came up with this beautiful idea, and then we said, Rahul, what we are going to call it, and we named the whole product, the whole experience as Door.
So what is Door exactly? What is you want to get into specifics? Yes.
So Anuj,
Yeah,
since
yeah.
you came up with this whole thing, so why don't you?
No, actually, door is like everybody says, it opens the doors to new horizons, new things. So it's a pun on door, but actually, door. This is door. We all wear as a thing, but when somebody explained to me and we were going through, like Rahul said, people go to ChatGPT today to look for it, but actually somebody in my team came up with this thing, the Patang ki door, and actually the door is the connection, thread of connection with your consumers. It takes you to heights, right?
Wow.
So that's our connection to the world of door, and we are introducing that to everybody today.
So fantastic, we launched the name. So what is the first offering from the world of door?
Yeah, so let us start exploring the world of Door. As I said, this is the first operating system from India on the TV ecosystem. See, unlike the mobile ecosystem, mobile ecosystem have iOS and Android. But on the TV ecosystem, right now we just only have say Google coming in, but then it is very fragmented. Samsung has something of their own, or LG has something else, and there are so many other TVs. So it's a very fragmented ecosystem. And the idea was, can there be an operating system coming from India for the world? A truly global operating system. And on this word global, I will come back later on. But this is something which we have created for the world from India.
Wow, that's amazing. Round of applause, come on, India made, yeah. Okay, so that's great. Let's talk a little bit more about consumers and Door and everything else, and get more deep into it. Yeah, or the convenience aspect and
I'll go more deeper onto that. But as I said, the whole idea here was that can we have a software experience, a software platform wherein if you have to find something, of course, that what I was discussing yesterday, the cricket thing happened. But there are so many things which will happen on a day-to-day basis. So, for example, if I have to watch, let's say, Sholay, here's what I meant.
Does anybody know? Does anybody know where you watch Sholay online?
Prime.
This is a very good AI search which you have done on human beings right now. Sholay, you watch on Prime Video. Yeah. What other things?
Yeah. So basically, normally you will not know
Yeah.
where so you're going to go on Google again and say Sholay, and then you say whatever the app is. Then you're going to go there and then see whether you have a subscription or not or no. किसने शोले किसने बताया भाई प्राइम में स्मार्ट आदमी है
हाँ जी हाँ
ऐसा कल नीरज चोपड़ा का एक गेम हो रहा है
हाँ
डिलाई कर रहा है पूरा गेम मुझे नहीं मालूम
no it's okay but anybody into sports here
हाँ विशाल भाई
so this is a game on a javelin game on for Neeraj Chopra everybody that where is good now for example Neeraj Chopra Diamond League is a big javelin where is good
Star Sports.
See, now you're randomly coming up with the,
There are only 4 apps which show sports. So
Yeah.
take all the 4 things.
Right. So eventually you're going to go Google and then see kahan pe aa raha hai, and that's how that whole thing. And it happens to be with us on a daily basis. So what happens is in the evening once you're after your office, you go and sit.
हाँ जी
डिनर मंगाते हो सोचते हैं कुछ देखेंगे तो जब तक सर्च करते रहते हो तब तक डिनर खत्म हो जाता है
करेक्ट
right? Average time for somebody to choose the content out here in India around 18 minutes. Right?
तब है वैसे हम लोग तो how long do you take to spend browsing and watching trailers? You're like 1 घंटा निकल गया then you're like अरे done. Well, this saves that time completely.
नहीं एवरेज टाइम है यार तुम
अच्छा।
बाकी काम में देखो 1 घंटा मत लगाओ
सब उसके बैठे हुए हमारा काम है ट्रेलर देखते रहो पूरे में.
So basically, you know, this is everything combined into one, and then you just type your name, and then, as I said, everything will work seamlessly. For example, if you have to watch Amitabh Bachchan movies, you just say Amitabh Bachchan. All the movies of Bachchan will come on a TV. Or if you're into, from all platforms, from all different platforms. Or if you want to watch, let's say, documentaries, few documentaries are on, let's say, Amazon, few are on Jio or something. So you say documentaries, the documentaries will come here from all platforms. So I think this is something, and of course we have used a lot of AI into this, which probably Anuj is going to
We'll just take them
on
through
that.
what the OS actually does for you.
Yeah. So I think Anuj,
Yeah.
it's better you can take everybody on all the features
Sure.
on it, and then probably we'll take it forward
Yeah.
from there.
So I think we'll start with convenience. I think Rahul mentioned Sholay, Neeraj Chopra, whatever. For us, one of the core theme here was like I said when I started also, every app that you watch today actually does a fabulous job within their ecosystem of managing it. Can there be a platform which sits